Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the confusing language of corporate filings. And tonight we are going to talk about Titan International Inc. And let me tell you, their latest report has some interesting moves at the top. This is a reporting of some pretty significant executive changes that went down on December 3rd and 4th of 2025. They are basically shuffling their deck of very important people to drive the company forward. So the first big news is that David A. Martin, who has been their Chief Financial Officer, their CFO since 2018, is moving into a new role. He is now going to be the Senior Vice President and Chief Transformation Officer, or SVP and CTO for short. Now, what does that mean in plain English? Well, it means he is going to be in charge of making big changes across the entire company. Think about getting everything lined up strategically, making sure the company can react quickly to anything that comes its way, and generally making the company more valuable in the long run. He will also be looking at how technology, especially artificial intelligence or AI, fits in along with people management and how the company handles risks. The report actually points out that his time as CFO was really important in making Titan International's financial setup strong for future growth. Next up, we have Anthony C. E. Healy. He was the Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer since 2021, and now he is stepping into the big shoes of Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer, the new CFO. This is a really key role, managing all the global financial reporting, making sure audits are handled correctly, and keeping the operational finances strong, especially in North America. His background includes time at Danaher Corporation and even PwC, a big accounting firm. The report says he brings strong financial discipline and will be a key partner in growing the company. And finally, we have James M. Pack. He was the corporate controller since 2020 and is now the Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer, or VP and TAL. This role is all about making sure the company follows financial rules, reports things accurately, and has good internal controls. The filing mentions he has been a big help in their global finance operations for the last 6 years, and this promotion shows the company values keeping their financial leadership solid. He also has a background in accounting roles at other public companies and PwC. Now, it is also important to note that these guys are not family members of any current leaders, and there are no unusual financial dealings between them and the company that needs to be reported. This is pretty standard for these kinds of executive moves. Looking at the money side of things, Mr. Martin's salary as the new Chief Transformation Officer stays the same at a considerable $436,000 a year. Mr. E. Healy, the new CFO, will be making $370,000. And Mr. Park, the new Chief Accounting Officer, will earn $275,000. On top of these base salaries, they will all still be eligible for bonuses and stock awards based on how well the company and they perform, decided by a special committee. The company also put out a press release about these changes the very next day, December 4th. This press release is actually included as an exhibit with this filing marked as Exhibit 99. It basically signals that these leadership changes are all about speeding up the company's plans for the future. Now, for those who follow Titan International Inc., or TWI as it is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, the big question is, what does this mean for the company's direction and its financials? While this report focuses on executive changes and not a deep financial dive like a quarterly earnings report, these roles are intimately tied to the company's financial health and strategy. The appointment of a Chief Transformation Officer especially signals a focus on significant strategic shifts, often aimed at improving efficiency, boosting innovation, or entering new markets. This can be a really positive sign if executed well, suggesting the company is proactively adapting to the business landscape. On the flip side, significant leadership changes always come with a degree of uncertainty. The success of these new appointments will hinge on their ability to collaborate effectively, implement their strategies, and ultimately drive profitable growth. It will be worth watching how the company's performance metrics evolve following these transitions. For instance, seeing if the transformation initiatives lead to improved profitability or increased market share will be key indicators. In essence, Titan International appears to be making a concerted effort to energize its leadership team, particularly in areas of financial oversight and strategic change. The real test will be in the execution of these new roles and how they translate into tangible business results in the coming months and years. Alright, that is our breakdown of the executive shuffle at Titan International Inc. What are your thoughts on these leadership changes and what they might mean for the company's future? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into the world of corporate filings. You can also join our Discord community for more discussions linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.